It's hard to imagine that only 30 years ago nung may pinatay dito na 1,000,000 by genocide. I'm here in Kigali, Rwanda. And this is more than just a place that you see now in the news na pagtatapunan dapat ng UK ng mga immigrant na hindi na nila kayang i-accommodate.
Halos 1,000,000 ang pinaslang sa 3 buwang genocide dito sa Rwanda noong 1994. Hutu people ang mga pumatay. Political majority sila sa Rwanda noon. Tutsi people ang mga target and their sympathizers. 70% ng Tutsi population ang naubos.
And the precursor of the genocide is really yung ethnic divide ng mga Tutsi, ng mga Hutus, ng mga Tuwas. It was the doing of their colonizers and they're not afraid to say that.
I was in a very specific corner with so many people waiting to be chosen to be killed. But then they picked someone behind me who was exactly my former primary school friend, whose name was Patrick. So he was killed just in front of us.
So safe to say, any Rwandan older than 30 is a genocide survivor. Pero nakakahiya namang tanungin why they think they survived while many of their loved ones did not. Pero mas magaling ang Rwandan sa pag-alala kaysa sa paglimot.
Alam mo, sabi nila dito sa Kigali, you have to remember, but you also have to forget. 1,000,000 yung pinatay, kaya marami-rami din yung pumatay. At hanggang ngayon, kapitbahay nila o kaeskwela nila, yung ilan sa mga perpetrator ng genocide. Kailangan nilang makalimot dahil hindi sila makaka-rebuild as a society at kailangan nilang kalimutan kung sino ang Hutu, kung sino ang Tutsi dahil it's the only way that they can move forward.
Sa Memorial Center nga nila, nakabalandra ang paalala na binigo sila ng United Nations nun. Dito sa center, makikita mo ang libingan ng mga pinatay. Sa gallery, nandun ang mga bungo, mga dugo ang damit, at pati ang huling salita ng mga batang biktima.
There was a 12-year-old boy who were killed by torture. At yung huli niyang sinabi ay, UNAMIR will come for us. UNAMIR is the United Nations Assistance Mission in Rwanda. And as we know, UNAMIR didn't come for them. The UN pulled out during the genocide. And they're so honest about their disappointment and the UN's failure to save them.
A lesson for us Filipinos is, paano tinanggap ng Rwandans ang International Court noon? Sa atin kasi, napasok ni Rodrigo Duterte sa utak ng mga Pilipino na hindi pwedeng foreigner ang huhusga sa atin. Rwanda ang unang nagkaroon ng genocide judgment sa buong mundo. Katuwang ng ICTR noon ng local courts na ang tawag ay Gacaca Courts. So, Rwandans judged fellow Rwandans. Ito raw ang formula, a mix of local and international justice.
And the International Criminal Tribunal usually goes for the people with the highest responsibility. So they are taking care of the commanders and those who instructed for the genocide to happen. Then you have a whole middle level and local level perpetrators that need to be held to account.
Siyempre may kahalo ng politika yun. Yung mga adult Rwandans, isa lang ang Pangulong kinagisnan sa nakaraang 30 years. But it doesn't diminish the incredible courage of choosing what to remember, and choosing what to forget, and learn the hard way of what it actually means to move on. Lian Buan, Rappler, Kigali.